Hello everyone, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Onyinye Ude, and if today is your first time of joining us, then you are highly welcome. You are welcome to subscribe, comment, and be part of this family. Yes, so on today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make egusi stew. So it's melon stew. This is the kind of stew I like cooking when I'm bored of eating vegetable stew, tomato red stew. So when I'm bored, this is what I do. I prepare a local egusi melon stew. So this is the egusi. It's a grounded pumpkin seed. So that is what we are going to be cooking today. That is the star ingredient of our dish today, melon stew. So I have ingredients for it. I have fresh tomatoes. So because it's not tomato stew that I'm cooking, I'm going to be using a just small quantity of tomatoes. I have the onions, I have the ginger, and I have a fresh pepper. I have a little curry here. I have my salt and the bouillon. I have a spinach vegetable. I have a vegetable oil. So I have these special herbs that I'm going to be using. It's a local herb in my country. So this is called Nchuanwu. So this is a dry one. So I'm going to be using it. I'm already soaking it because it's very dry and tough. So that is what I'm going to be using as the herb for the stew. So now I have a smoked turkey. That is one I'm going to be using for the stew. So what I'm going to do right now is to season the turkey, start cooking it. Now the turkey is washed. Before now I washed it with hot water to reduce the salt. As you know, the smoked turkey is very salty, so I washed it with hot water to reduce the salt and also clean it properly. I'm going to add water. So it's already half cooked. You don't need too much water. So because it has a lot of salt, I'm only adding a bouillon, then a small quantity of curry powder. So I want the local scent leaf to be the star herbs. Okay, so that's why I'm adding only ginger and a small quantity of curry powder. So I've added bouillon, no salt, because this particular smoked turkey is very salty. So now I'm going to add the blended pepper blend. It has just pepper and ginger, then sliced onions. So now I'm mixing everything up. Then I'm going to cover the pot and let it cook. Now, using the same blender I used for blending the pepper and the ginger, I'm going to blend the tomatoes and start getting it ready. I'm going to add a little water. To help the blender. Cover it up, then I will blend it. We are done. Now I'm going to chop the onions and start frying the tomatoes. Now we are going to check on our meat and see how it's cooking. It's almost done. As I said before, it's already half cooked, so we don't want to overcook it. Let's allow it for a little while, then by then it will be done. Now we're going to cut the onions and start frying our stew. Egusi Melon Stew. Time to fry our stew. I'm going to add some oil. I will allow it to heat, and then we will add our chopped onions. Time to add the chopped onions. We will allow it to cook until it's soft and translucent. Then we will add our blended tomatoes. So now it's time to add the tomatoes. Now I'm going to allow our tomato to cook and reduce the water in it. Time to cut our spinach big because it's going to wilt. If I'm in Nigeria or where I can get a fresh ugu, I will use fresh ugu. I will use fresh scent leaf. I will not use any dry vegetable. So this is going to wilt. This is how I chop it. Eat like this. After this, we'll check on our stew and see how it's cooking. And now we are done. So look at the tomatoes. It has reduced. I'm going to add the special herb, which is the scent leaf. Nchuanwu. I'll start cooking it so that it will soften because it's very dry. If you notice, I've not added any seasoning. I'm not going to add any seasoning until I add the stock. Then I will taste it and add if it needs be. If I'm in Nigeria, I'm going to be using a fresh scent leaf instead of dry one. We are almost coming to the end of our video today. Please subscribe, share, watch our other videos, and God bless you. going to add the egusi. Some people cook their soup, egusi soup, this way. I don't fry any soup I'm cooking. I don't fry anything called soup. So this is how I cook my egusi stew. So there's some people, they can prepare their egusi soup this way. Now I'm going to add the stock. I almost forgot one of the main ingredients, which is the crayfish. Okay, I almost forgot. I'm adding the stock. The stock is very, it's pepperish. Any food, greasy food, as you know, melon seed is very rich in fats and oil, so I want it hot. So now I'm going to add the crayfish. It's one of the main ingredients. You can't do without it. If you have a dry fish, you can add to it any kind of meat or fish that you want. You can add to it. I'm gonna taste it, then I will season. Now it's time to season the stew. I'm adding bouillon and salt. Then we will stir it and cover it to cook properly, because this is a raw melon seed, so we have to let it cook properly. Okay, when it cooks, it will start changing color and it will start thickening. That's when you know that it's properly cooked. It's not going to look like raw in your eyes again. So I'm gonna taste it. It's very delicious. Add more salt. So now I'm going to cover it and let it cook. Give it like 30 minutes to cook. That is exactly how you prepare egusi soup, but this is quite different. My egusi soup, I don't use vegetable oil. I use red oil and I don't fry it. That's the difference. Time to cover it. By the time we come back, then we will add the meat and the vegetables, and then we are done. Don't get away. Time to check on our stew. By now, the melon is properly cooked. As you can see, the oil has started popping up again, separating from the stew. You know it is done now. It's time to add the meat. This is the kind of stew that you will eat, and you love to eat it over and over again. I do it during Christmas when others are eating red tomato stew. This is what I cook for myself, or I cook vegetable stew. It's very tasty, very tasty. You can't get bored eating it, you know. The same way I like eating bangusu ofaku, this is the same way I like eating this egusi stew. So now I'm going to cover it and let it boil for a while, then we'll add the vegetable, and that's it for today. It's time to add our vegetable, but before then let me give you a little tip on how to cook your egusi soup. Don't allow it to be too thick you need some stuff. If not, it's going to be too greasy in your hand. So you need some stuff. It's the stuff that will make the food that you are eating in it delicious. So now I'm going to add the vegetables. Stir it, and then we are done for today. Share this video, okay? Comment, subscribe if you have not. Tastes so good. We are done. Our stew is done. This is the end of our video. We are going to dish the food out. Look at it. Look at the vegetable, very greenish. I'm happy that we achieved what we planned today. Subscribe, comment, share this video. So this is the end of our cooking today. This is egusi stew, melon stew, local stew. This is what I eat when I'm tired of eating tomato and vegetable. I make this local stew. It's very delicious, it's nutritious. Why don't you try it? Subscribe, comment. See you in my next video. Bye.